This is Tarron with Twist Mesquite Performance Horses. We are on a mission to create a world-class 2-year-old program that specializes in the rein cow horse. This week we're doing a review with Cinco. This is her 7th week in our program. We just wanted to go over what we've been working on with her this week. So just like last week, we're working on bending at the walk. We want to have this horse stay in this circle, move forward, and when I put my leg on her and lift up those reins, pull up on those reins, she gives that nose to me and gets soft. I want to be able to do it on both sides. To where we can bend around here. I pick up and she gets soft. And we've been continuing to work on, first of the week we were working on bending transitions, to where we transition back down to that walk. And we talked about last week while we were working on that, while we're doing it. We just wanted to get it better before I added the next element, which I'm about to show you. And then we transition down on that side as well. So this week, I was excited about it with these colts getting to this point. Because I was excited to see these colts are very soft, side to side, and so I was excited to see how quickly they would figure this exercise out. So this is where we start. We're going to start picking up on 2 reins when we ask a horse to stop. And so we've been wanting to get them soft side to side and get them soft through their body, them seeking that softness and give into my hands on either side before I go and ask them to stop with 2 reins. And so I teach this at a standstill first. And so I pick up on both reins and bring them down to my knees until she gets soft to that. And I give the reins back to her, and then I'll flex her on both sides, reminding her to get soft and respond to that feel on either side, and do it again. And it's okay, she's thinking about walking off. So we want her to keep her feet still. And to be able to get and give, and then I'll let the reins go. But I like how soft she is on either side. So again, we'll do that again till she gets soft. So I'm not looking right now. I'm not looking for a headset. So her tucking her face in or lowering her neck or anything like that specifically. I want to pick up and I want her to feel light. So I don't want there to be any resistance in her face or in her mouth when I pick up on those reins. So like that, there was just no resistance at all. And so that's when I'll give that feel back to her. As soon as she gives me that to where there's no resistance, that's when I give it back to her. So we taught that at the standstill, and then I'll show you how we teach it at a walk. So this will be, from here on out, generally I will stop her with 2 reins now. I can stop her, like I said, with a 1 rein stop or transition. I can transition her down to a walk, to that bend. But now I can pick up on these reins, take my feet off, wait for her to get soft. She fought it a little bit, so I held it, and then I gave it back to her. And then just like at the standstill, I want to flex her on both sides, reminding her to get soft, to be soft. I'll put my feet on her and we'll go again. And I really love how soft this this method and this way of teaching a horse, I love how soft they get in my hands, and how soft this stop can be when you ask it, when you wait till this point in training to pick up on two reins. I really like how I can get, I can just pick up on those reins, and she's already given, and she's she's tucking that head, but more so she's just soft in my reins. And so at this point, because we've taught her to move forward with my legs, and so my legs are on her right now, she knows I need to move forward. She's already starting to think about stopping when I take my feet off of her, and so that is a cue before I ever even pick up on the reins. And so she's already stopping with her body, with her mind, before I even pick up on the reins. And later we will pick up on the reins and make sure that she will stop without me setting her up as much. But right now, this is how we're teaching them. So the same thing, I want to take my feet off and wait till she gets soft on both sides. So I want to be able to feel softness on either rein at the same time, and then flex her. And so we've worked on it at all three gaits. It's the same thing at a trot. Take my feet off, wait till she gets soft, and give that back to her and flex her. And so as we progress, you notice I'm taking this leverage point. So I'm taking these reins to my knees. At a certain point, as she gets better with it, we can take them here. We can take them, take that point and ask her from a higher point, and to where I want to keep my hands right here for the most part. But when I'm teaching them something, I may change the position of my hands in order to help them understand, and then refine back to this point to where this is where we want to be. We want to be able to control this horse. It's the same with flexing. Like right now, I'm still kind of flexing back to my hip right here, but it will get to a point to where I flex them back to right there. And because this is where when these horses get more advanced and we're working a cow, or we're working on our spin or whatever, I want to be able to pick that horse up at this point, back here in front of the shoulders, or above the shoulders, and be able to guide that horse around from that point, to where, that's something that we are getting better, I'm getting better with. I'm thinking about is how I can, work a horse better with one hand. But that is the foundation of it, to where, we need to be able, we might be right here when we're teaching a horse something, and then refine back to this point to where we want to be. So like when those guys are showing in the bridle, and they're showing in Romals, they are right here. It's neck reining, and they have that horse right here, and that horse understands what they're wanting them to do, and they're steering right here. Well, we might teach them in a different spot, but like I said, we do want to get to where we are refining that. So, but I just wanted to share that because it is a little different, how looks a little different, how that exercise is kind of taught. So I just wanted to touch on it for a second. Like I said, I want to be able to trot her out, steer her around, go somewhere. So even like right here, my steering, I'm working on being able to steer her from this position. instead of having to, you know, bring her way around. I want to be able to if I need to, but I want to get to where I can just pick her up closer and keep my hands closer together and be able to steer her from that point as well. There. Wait till she gets soft and give it back to her. And now we'll review it at the lope. Take my feet off, and then I ask her to get soft. See, she's already stopping way before I even pick up on the reins. And so that's gonna really help. You know, she's stopping off of my seat and my legs. When I take my legs off of her, she's already stopping and coming back to me. And so it's a good problem to have. So it's just taking that into account. Like right there, she really stopped before I was even ready to pick up on the reins, really. And so this time, I might kind of already have these reins a little shorter. And then ask her to get soft and flex her. So I really love that. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of lope her out. I want to lope her out and go somewhere. She's got a nice little pretty lope. I do kind of want her to stride out a little bit. We're gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna kind of steer her around. And have her get soft. So with her, those are the exercises we've been working on with her this week. Like I said, she's done extremely well. From this point, when I stop her, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to ask her to move forward, take my legs off, and ask her to get soft. And it will get to a point to where we refine that down. We have less steps, a few less steps in that stop, but that's the foundation. I want her to think about giving her face to that pressure as soon as I pick up on those reins. And there's no resistance in that at all. And I love that. I love that there's no resistance in that at all, in those reins, in her face. She's not resisting me. And so I want to continue to build on that and make sure that we keep that softness there and be able to continue to progress her so that we can keep that really nice soft feel that she's giving us. And so anyway, that is our review with Cinco for this week. We look forward to getting with you on the next one.